All right, we are doing one-to-one classroom for newbies because that's me. That's me. It's not me. All right, put that on there. Right. 6:00. Where's the people? Oh, there it goes. Session 2 signups. Here we go. Hi, viewer. Do you want to be added? I can absolutely add you to the show. Two viewers. You can get into the show, to the fun. So I don't tell myself that would be awesome. Natalie, you are a viewer. You haven't popped up in the Google chat. You need the invite. I need your Google Plus on there. Check it. Did you get an email, Natalie? You guys should have gotten for the link to join in. Go check your emails. Otherwise, if you post them or Twitter or tweet me, sorry, your email or your Google Plus link, I can add you. That goes to Christina and Natalie, because I'd really like to tell you. See, Christina, yours here, so I'm gonna right now. If that. I'm glad I have a mic because I didn't for a while. One. All right, Christina, I just sent you. Natalie, I'm going to send you in. Perfect. Oh. I should have gotten you both. So check your email. It just come through. Thanks for being patient. Whoop. Check those emails. There should be a link, and you should be able to add to us. Aha! We have Christina. Hi, Christina.
Hello. How are you?
You made it! Yay!
Yes.
That's exciting.
Well, we were having troubles with Google Hangout yesterday. Some of us at a conference I was at. So
yay.
Thank you for the. Yes, very much so.
No problem. I was having trouble the first session. I had no sound, or no, I had no mic for I think 20 minutes. No, not that long, but a long. It felt like 20 minutes. Hi, Nick.
Hey, I got in.
All right. Now it's okay.
Thank you.
No problem. If anyone's there, it could just be us and what happens, and that's okay. We'll chat it up. So let's see, 609. So where are you guys from? What do you teach?
I teach art, and you have a really bad echo.
It could be the mic.
Christina, can you hear her with an echo?
No, I think I'm okay.
Yeah, you sound okay. Do I sound okay?
Yep, you sound okay too.
Okay. Well, Christina, you have an echo on my end.
Well, I don't know. It
When
could
you
be
no,
my.
no, I meant Denise.
Yeah, well, I'll mute it. I'm not talking.
Okay.
So basically, if you notice on my screen, it has my name and my Twitter handle. If you want to add something like that, on the left-hand side of your Google Hangout, if you put the mouse over there, it's the little red box that's the toolbox, and it's the first thing that pops up. Also, if anyone else joins us on the same side, there's a little chat box. It's the first one on the left. We can chat. If anyone asks questions, then we can add. I'll pause this to start. If anyone out there wants to join us, join the party, the one-to-one party. So, Natalie, you teach art.
Yes.
What grade?
Junior high, 6th through 8th.
Oh, bless you. I teach 7th grade, so I understand. Natalie, or I'm sorry, Christina.
I teach 5th grade in Wisconsin. Our district has become a one-to-one district, K-12. The kindergarten through 3rd grade are using iPad 2s that the 7th and 8th graders had, and then the 4th grade through 8th grade have iPad Airs, and then the 9th through 12th iMac book Airs that they'll be using this year. I just kind of lost your sound now, Natalie.
Oh, I was talking to myself.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that does that.
Yeah, well, the echo there, so sorry. If you see me talk, I'm just like wowing and etc. and tweeting, whatever. We're piloting one-to-one. We're doing Chromebooks next year. I'm one of those people. I'm the tech person on my campus. So I've just started kind of. I've been playing with Google for a while. I'm a Google certified educator, teacher. What do I have? So I know Google, but putting it into my classroom with the one-on-one is a totally different ballgame, I feel like. So I've been starting to create lessons, started to create, hands-on things that we can do. I just did, of course, digital citizenship is a big deal. So I've just finished 2 lessons. I'm totally excited about it through like Nearpods, something else called Comment Bubble. So I'm just excited to hear what y'all got ideas for or have done, etc.
I have used Nearpod a lot last year. I did an action research project on and not.
Oops, sorry, let me mute myself.
So I think you will like Nearpod. I've been dabbling with Google. I'd like to explore Google a little bit more in detail as well.
I'd like to know a little bit more about Nearpod.
Post a link in our chat for you.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. Go for it, Tina, since you've been using it.
I describe it as a multimedia presentation that is interactive for students, so you can embed PDFs into it. You can ask questions, you can give surveys. I've used it, I was doing an action research, I used it as survey tool for my students where I could gather the data on that and use it. There is the free version, and after you use so much memory, then you have to start paying for it, and I love it so much and downloaded so many presentations that either teachers created or free ones. You can also buy them. They're $2.99, which is pretty easy to, $2.99, you have it forever and you can launch it out to your students. With the, I think I have like the premium version, I can launch it out to 50 students at one time. There is a limit about the number of students when it is a free version.
I just pulled up. I see my screen.
Yes.
Yes.
So this is Nearpod started.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. This is my lesson I did yesterday. Like this is new. So bear with me if it's terrible.
Well, they don't allow you to do so many of the fun things that some of the other presentations have I noticed? You know, it seems very limited unless you found some new.
I'll show you guys what I did today, which is cool. Actually, let me go to a different one because it started on your pod, and then I
I've been in this one.
Guys, I'm sorry. Well, welcome, you guys. Just started, so you're seeing anything. I'm Danessa. I'm trying to not have an echo.
Okay.
If you want to introduce yourself,
I've got to go back and close something.
Okay. Ready.
How do you get out of a hangout? Minimize.
And you just have to shut that one off.
Yeah.
we're talking about Nearpod, and the great because you get the follow along. I created some today. Lesson yesterday for one next year. Second one on a different, and I'll show you guys if you're interested. Now I haven't gone one. I'm piloting next year, just so you'll know my where I am. But feel free to bin any time. I'm doing books. Christina's
Something is wrong here.
Natalie, what are you using? I missed that one.
You know, Denise, you are echoing terribly. I don't know if everybody else can hear that.
I was hearing it.
I was as
Okay.
well.
Now it seems to be resolved.
I know this is a minor question, and it's not regards to our conversation. I did the toolbox, and I created the bottom third.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it looks to me that it's in reverse.
Yes.
But is it normal for you guys? Could you guys see it normally?
Yes, that looks perfect.
Okay. Thank you. And then I'm not sure how to remove the toolbox right bar.
It'll weigh on its own.
Okay, thank you very much.
No problem. Is my echo better?
No,
No,
you're still
sorry.
echoing.
It's probably my mic. I have to use the one on my camera, so I'll mute as I go. So our two other people, introduce yourself, your grade, and what you're to be going one-to-one.
Still hard to understand you, Danessa.
I think this is 1-to-1.
Global collaboration in the elementary classroom.
I don't hear you.
Okay, I'll start. I am Kathy Nichols. I teach 8th grade English in Pleasanton, California. And I actually teach a one-to-one laptop program. I've been teaching it since I've been there for 10 years. And it's a good program. There's a lot of things that could be fixed on it, but so I do have some experience with one-to-one. So that's me.
Do you want me to step in? Is that okay? Okay, I apologize. Our school has not started one-to-one. And so while I'm in this session, I'm really looking forward to listening to you so I can take notes and just learn from things that you're using. And like before you jumped in, we were talking about Nearpod, and some of them, the premium issue was a better version versus the free version, which I find that to be the case no matter which app you pop in and try. But our school right now, for the initiative, we're just taking baby steps and trying to figure out what apps works best for the junior high level, because I teach art ed, and I have to say, some of my students are my best finders. I put that out, and I ask them all the time. One of the things that we found was Pottery Light, and I know it may not it be a special thing for you guys, but as we initiated doing 2D to 3D and doing form, that little app was a really great opportunity for them to try. We've got a lot of different things that we're challenged with because we are limited in our classroom right now. So when you're sharing that you're doing one-to-one initiative, it's exciting to me, and I just want to listen. So I stepped in and thinking I could learn a lot from all of you. So I'm going to be quiet.
Christina?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't hear who you were. So.
Okay, sorry. Kathy, I teach 5th grade in Wisconsin, and I shared with them earlier that our district started an initiative of one-to-one K-12. So kindergarten through 3rd grade have iPads, the iPad 2s that the 7th and 8th grade piloted or had for the last 3 years, and then 4th grade through 8th grade have the iPad Airs, and then 9th through 12th grade will have MacBook Airs. So we've been slowly starting this process.
Good.
Pretty exciting time in our district. So
I want to pop in there. The one thing I have is my MacBook Air and an iPad 2 in my classroom to negotiate amongst my groups. I know that sounds crazy, but I do manage it. And the kids are really disciplined in sharing their time. But when you just said that you were doing the initiative with the MacBook Airs, my junior high said when they went to the high school, they know that they're going to be offered iPads, and I think they're the iPad 3, but you sharing that made me reflect, my students want the MacBook Airs. And I know that they're not going to get them, and that's a disappointment because our school just invested willy-nilly, like, boop. And maybe I shouldn't say that. They did invest a lot of their time. I know it wasn't willy-nilly, but when you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think there was enough thought put into it, and there wasn't enough input from the public, the parents, and the students themselves working with things. We didn't ask them. I don't think they were surveyed. Do you do surveys?
All the time.
Our district also has a joint venture with Apple. It is we're leasing all the materials, so we have a 3-year lease to see it and to try it out, because we used to be a district where we would invest the money in it, and then technology becomes obsolete so quickly. So they're trying something new here. You know, maybe in 3 years we'll change to something else. We don't know, but right now we are Apple district.
That's good.
And leasing.
I'm jealous that you're Apple. So.
And I feel very fortunate because I'm sitting on a MacBook Air and I have an iPad. Feel very blessed for being given this opportunity to teach like this with students. So I'm pretty excited about it.
Well, our program's a little different. Students buy their own laptops, and they sign up in 6th grade, and they stay with their group throughout middle school. It used to be, by the time they got to 8th grade, I would have maybe 3 sections of 8th grade English laptop, and this next year there's going to be almost all the incoming 6th graders are going to be on some type of device. It used to be only laptops, and last year we opened it up to Chromebooks and iPads, and so I think that brought more students into the mix. So we do have a few loaner laptops that we give out, but for the most part, students buy them on their own, which is nice. So.
Wow. My question with that is, are you in a public school? Because I just worry about. And how do you meet the needs of all the students? Because in my community, there's things that has happened over the last 5 years. We had General Motors plant in our district or in our area, and then it closed in that, and our population of free and reduced has increased, along with the other surrounding school districts. So I like the fact that our district is providing it for all children, because I feel it provides an equal playing field for kids. Absolutely. I mean, do you see any description?
Oh, definitely.
between those who have Chromebooks because they're a little bit cheaper than iPads, do you see any students making comments in regards to that? And I guess how do you deal with that?
No, well, I mean, fortunately or unfortunately, I live in a pretty, or I work in a pretty affluent area, and so for the most part, students can afford it, but there is that group that can't, and so so we've always remedied that by having the loaner laptops that we've given them. Now that we've opened it up to Chromebook and laptop, a lot more are able to be involved and get into the program. So I think that's why we're seeing such a jump. As far as comments on the different devices, I haven't seen anything. And of course, I have an 8th grade, so I don't see what's going on in 6th grade. But I think in the middle school level, you know, a lot of parents in general, they don't want to invest $2,000 because all of our kids are on Apple, you know, so they don't want to invest $1,500 on laptops. So I don't think that there's that. I don't think there's that. You have an iPad and you have a laptop. Now we live very close to Silicon Valley, so our whole world is
That's it.
technology. So that's part of that too. So yeah, I don't have a problem with that. My biggest complaint is that it's not really accessible to everyone, because not everybody can afford to get a device on their own. We're changing that a little bit. We are starting to get Chromebook carts, and so we have a limited number of those. So it's opening up, but it's still we don't have the infrastructure yet, and it's still a big problem, especially with the CCSS testing that's coming up this next year. And you know, I mean, we did a test run this year, and it was just a disaster. So we just don't have the infrastructure, we don't have the computers, we don't have the, you know, we don't have the time, so, or the schedules, and so that's difficult.
Yeah.
Well, better know than later, because I think one more year of practice, right, with that.
I think next year's for real. That's what I was told. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I was thinking it was the spring of 2015 that the Common Core is supposed to be. You know, Indiana didn't adopt Common Core.
There's several states that Texas, I don't think, did either.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
We did adopt. Yeah, Wisconsin did adopt the Common Core, so we are going through it, and our district was one district that got to pilot a little bit of the Common Core. So
yeah, I'm just frustrated that we're putting the cart before the horse on so many things relating to, especially the testing and the laptop test, the technology testing, and we don't even have the wiring necessary to really have everybody up. But we are working towards getting everybody some kind of a device.
I think that's a big part of limitations for everybody is the infrastructure, and you know, getting something in the students' hands as well as the faculty so that they're trained well enough. That's the obstacles I see within the whole process of testing. Indiana, if you guys recall, we had a year ago, all of the state in pockets. It was pretty massively spread. It was big, where I-step testing for us dropped, and the students lost connections like 6 or 7 times throughout the testing 3 days. I think it was 3. It was awful. And then they did all this legal checkpoints and said, oh, well, no, the tests were all valid. And then our teachers' evaluations are connected to that, and our school grades are connected to that. And it's a complicated little mess that we're in right now. I don't feel very supported when it comes to how the system's being operated as a teacher and your years of service. Yeah, there's a lot of changes that occurred that's really been detrimental, I think, for not only the teachers but the students as well. And that's my biggest gripe, is that the students don't feel like it's treating them fairly. It's the haves and the have-nots. It's the who has the capability of linking in or doing practices, because there's a lot of resources out there if parents have access online for their students to do any sort of Common Core training or practices with an online service. Kind of a catch.
Well, I know in California, I've been talking to some teachers who are involved at the state level with putting technology into everything, and the message is being heard in California that we just need more money and more resources to get this testing going and get it to work. Yeah.
Do you ever feel like the testing numbers is something you feel makes, like, I agree, it does level up every year. Like, you can account for those scores. I get that, because it does help you to organize your lessons, diversify. But I feel like we're testing our students to death. There's so many exams that we're placing throughout the school year, and I mean, it's amazing. Some of the kids they would come to my art class and they'd say, "Thank God you're not testing us today too."
Our district just added in addition to benchmarks, we have now quick checks, which I think are 6 times a year. So we have 4 benchmarks, 6 quick checks, plus SBAC, plus day-to-day comprehension tests or quizzes or check standings. We do EDI, so if you're on that with me.
Yeah.
It's just constant.
Yeah,
Are we done?
we have the same.
Who's our thing done? I forgot.
But I think 6:30, but I think we started really late because they were having all kinds of trouble.
Yeah.
Before I go, I want to give you things that I think are really cool. One, is that okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna screen share, so I'm echoey. I apologize. I'm gonna share what's called puzzle, and I'll tweet this, and I will come on, computer. Okay, there it goes. This one's called EdCamp.
Oh, you just dropped.
Oh.
I'll come back.
Okay.
You share screen. You're good.
Okay, thank you. Okay, it's called Edpuzzle.
And it's completely free. There's several of them like I kind of like this one. And I'll show you different ones. We're using common media, digital citizenship. So this my video. Let's see if I. And I took it's the story that video for media, and it's on YouTube. So break any common media laws. The kit as people, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to. Oh, can you hear that? That's see this little question here. I'm gonna skip ahead. And it asks you a question, and so now that I'm a part of this, I have my students are going to answer that, and I get the answers because they log in the code. So all these little bean things are question, and actually you can do open-ended question, you can do test questions, or you can do just comment. And I was so excited that, and then you can also do overlap I think, where you can word on top of it. I've linked this to a Google Doc. If you want them, I'll send it, guys. But that's a puzzle because I'm talking to them. We're going to do Padlet before this and all this stuff. And they're going to groups, but then they can watch at their own speed. They can wind. They can't get ahead of that question. They can't go on until they answer it. So we have some of those thinkers that want to just get done. They can't unless they answer the question. So that's pretty cool. The second one is called Zaption. Has anyone heard this one?
What's it? Say it again.
Zaption.
Zaption. And so this is my first lesson that I created. It's for digital citizenship because I figured I needed it, so I want to start it. So they call it tours, and so you start your tour. This isn't actually, I added video because I always do video. I think kids are more interested in videos. So the same idea. These little lines are questions, but then you get a little more options. right here, play this video. If you haven't seen this video, amazing. So then it stops too, and then I have additional question, and then there's like multiple later, and then at the end it tells like I have them answer something. Oh yeah, and then it tells them what the work is for that. But just some different ends to I'll share them with Christina.
Me too.
Yeah, I'll emails in chat, and or maybe not chat. Maybe I'll give you my email, and we can go from there. Let me get that. But it's connected to a Google Docs. All the information are due. There's talk. We still need that one interaction first. Then they can have the doc. They have the video there. If that makes sense. Excited about that.
How long are your videos?
When I do class, they're no more than 5 minutes. The one that the second one I think that's a little longer, but they're not super long.
Okay.
And I'm on YouTube. Like I have out there, have smart boards and smart. You can have my lessons for them. I have all kinds of stuff. Not for one to one. I'm working, but
yeah, that's what I'm working on.
I have a couple of things. I'll grab your email. Well, it's just this. I forget live ones to keep the chat just for us. People don't get to see her, do they?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think the chat is just for us. I think it goes away.
Okay. Go ahead. There's email. You got it, girl.
Yeah, I got mine too.
Awesome. I did.
Thank you.
Because we're about the same grades. We do something together and across. Hey there.
Danette, so we've met before at Edcamp.
I know. I was just thinking that when you were introducing.
Yeah.
So cool. I was thinking that for sure. Hi, Travis. I see you there.
Hello.
Hi.
I need to put my name on the thingy-mabob, but yeah, Travis, Santa Clara. Hello.
Good to finally meet you in person, sort of, through computers and stuff.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you.
I think we're just finishing up, actually. The EduSlam is about to begin, I think. I don't think they're... Wait, let me check. Because we were chatting about different ways, different programs to use for one-to-one. So I was sharing what I created the last couple days.
While you're checking, there's a couple things that I use and
Yes,
I'm going to use that I'm very excited about. There's one called Hemingway. Have you heard of this one? It's a new one, and I haven't used it yet with kids. But they can take pieces of writing and put it into Hemingway, and Hemingway can give them suggestions on how you should change a sentence, or if something makes sense, or it works very similar to what is that other one? Anyway, it will help students edit or it will help them rewrite their writing and make their writing better. It's a really great program. I'm really excited to use it with them. Another one is No Red Ink. And I use that with kids a lot. I know that there's some new ones that have come out this year, but that's a grammar program, and it's really nice because they have different types of grammar, and they do them, and it can give them assignments, and then you can give them quizzes, and all of the scores and things are up on the page, and I use that with them a lot too. That's a nice one to use with them. So that's called No Red Ink.
Very cool. If you guys have iPads, Subtext is an app that's awesome that I love. For I embed any PDF, I can have the kids listen to it. My students love it, just absolutely adore that. I know that there's Curriculate too, but Curriculate doesn't do some of the same things. But if you are a Chrome, it's all web-based Curriculate, so you can still embed PDFs. I just found that when you send it to the kids, their code is a little cumbersome for students. at least for fifth graders versus maybe the middle school level. It might be slightly different.
Well, I also use something that I just found called Prism. Are any of you familiar with Prism? That's a really cool one too. You can put in pieces of writing, and then you can have them on the side. It will say highlight all the sections that that are about that describe the character. Highlight in blue. Highlight all the things that describe setting in red. Highlight all the things that describe the mood in purple or whatever. And so if you have these things on the side, and then they can actually highlight on the form, on the text, for the different categories that you have.
Very cool.
So that's
I
called
wrote that.
Prism. Yeah.
I love that idea. Didn't you tweet it out the Hemingway, right? Or it was somewhere?
I did before, yes. I have once
Okay.
before.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I know I got that you.
Yeah, no, I did. I loved it. I can't wait to use it with kids. I haven't used it yet, but I'm really excited to use it with them because it is a new thing. Of course, Socrative is another one that I use a lot. Socrative is really great, and I use that. The big thing I use that one for is I use it a lot for vocabulary. So like I will tell them, okay, describe an ominous setting. And so I'll have them all write down, a sentence or a paragraph or something that is ominous, and then they can vote on which one they think is the most ominous, and so that's kind of fun for them. And so I do that for quick checks and things like that. So Socrative is the other one.
Yeah. I think. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Trevor.
I was going to say. Socrative, I use it for, there are tons of ways to use it, for assessment, if they're something, or even just checking in with groups, see how group work is going, and checking in just to see how they're doing. I think it's a great tool, many uses.
Yes. Is it Socrative or is it Socrative? It's kind of like potato and potato, tomato and tomato.
Yes, it is.
In Wisconsin, Midwest, we call it.
I was thinking that too, Christina. That's funny you said that. I was thinking it. I knew what you were thinking. It is.
It's just kind of fun.
It is fun.
And another thing with everyone which is common with iPads and that, or not iPads, just a one-to-one, is I'm sure you guys already know Animoto. My kids love Animoto, and being a teacher, you have that for free. I keep every year, I renew it. I'm very blessed. I hope Animoto never does away with that for educators because it's such a great tool for kids and they love it.
I use that
and now
too,
you
Christine.
can embed videos so easily. It's something new that they updated, which is so cool and quick and easy. I couldn't believe it. So.
I've also found something new that I'm going to try that I haven't used yet. There's a program called Reflector, and you can, I don't know if any of you are familiar with it, but I just discovered it, and so I'm ready to use it. It's something that you download onto your computer, and then you can mirror what is on your iPad onto the computer, and it goes onto the LCD projector. So you can tell a student, okay, show me, go to Reflector and show me what you're doing on whatever the assignment is. So that's something I'm really excited about, that you could have students use it, but also that I can walk around with my iPad and do things on the computer and not have to be tied down to wires and things. So it's called Reflector.
The only drawback with Reflector is videos. So if the kids are launching a video on it, what you see on the iPad, it's delayed a little bit, and you'll see and then it's trying to catch up, so it'll skip a little bit of it. But if you're just doing assignments and that, it's quick and easy, and a good tutorial for the kids too. You're trying to show them an app; they can all visually watch you do it, the step by step. It's a pretty nice tool.
I heard that Reflector takes a lot of bandwidth, and that if several teachers are on it at the same time, like if you're wanting to start it or pilot it at your school and see how well it works, know that if everyone gets on, you lose. Just like she said, it drops out and chop. if more people pop on Reflector and your school doesn't have the infrastructure or the bandwidth, you lose it.
Then I won't tell anybody.
Yeah, keep it a secret. That's sad, but a professor shared that with the staff and said to us that, you know, it was a wonderful tool to use, and yet he said if the school did not have the infrastructure, the bandwidth set up, it would be a fail for all of the. It would almost be like you need to have a staff group, a small one, pilot, and then request the extra, saying more teachers want to try it and build it that way, because it may be that, Christina, your school has the additional teachers on it, and that's what's dragging yours from flowing so smoothly.
And we do have a large building, so that's a really good point. I'm glad that you shared that with us, so thank you.
Do you ladies use Padlet?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
No.
No?
What is it?
It's a collab.
It's the electronic sticky note.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love
It's
it.
really nice.
Love it.
It's really nice to do just like quick checks or quick share outs. Like I'll say, you know, what are you doing your project on Padlet, and then everybody will throw up what they're doing for their project, and then everybody can see what they're doing. It's just it's like a nice replacement to the chart paper.
Right.
One way that I like to use it is if I might give them 10 or 20 minutes of investigation time or self-directed learning, and then when they're done, I can say, you know, tell us something you learned, and they post on the board, and they can put, you know, they can put images or videos. I mean, I think it's a great resource.
I use bad ideas because sometimes they like what are good or bad ideas. So I'll have like a good idea Padlet and a bad idea Padlet, and so they know. And that's actually been really fun because they like showing the best ideas.
For 20% projects?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know it.
Yes, I do. I'll be right back. I have somebody at the door.
Okay.
Tell them to go away. I think they're getting ready for. I mean, I'm not kicking anyone out. I mean, we can talk all day. They're starting the EduSlam. There's a survey to complete if you participate in the sessions, which I'm sure you did. It's been an awesome day. I'm glad I made it in time. But I emailed Christina and Natalie. Travis, I can email you my Citizen Digital. I always do that. Digital citizenship stuff.
Awesome.
It's from Common Sense Media. I just turned it into some one-on-one, one stuff, I guess. So you're more than welcome to it.
Very cool.
I'm excited.
I'll be back. I put baby to bed. I'll be back.
I know.
It's adorable.
Thank you.
Yes. He's been big.
Yes, he's been a good baby. I wanted to thank all of you because I've taken and I've made so many notes while we were talking. I know it's going to be pre-recorded, but sometimes it's just that. It's like scratching down some ideas, and I'm glad I had a couple. And I know on Twitter the other day someone shared when she was doing the grammar, Kathy, you were and they had someone posted it, and I tried it out, and it's a little passage that you basically edit it to see how well you do, and then it scores you once you say submit, and then if you made any mistakes, it sends you automatically to a tutorial to improve your grammar skills. I will tweet it out to you ladies. Again,
Yeah, what is it called? I've seen it. What is it called?
I can't think of it.
Awesome.
But it was so cool.
I have it written down somewhere.
And I will tweet it. I will tweet it again later tonight, because I thought when I did the test, one of the other guy, it was a guy on Twitter that I was reading, I don't even know. You know how you get lost where you're clicking and going through everybody's learning tools? And I found it just the other night, and I will definitely tweet that out. I took and wrote your names down so I could make sure. And I added everybody, I think, to Twitter tonight.
Good.
Okay, I'm doing it right now.
Okay, that's great. I use
You're
Twitter
all
all the
right
time.
now too. Oh, good. Can you talk site and get my done because they don't believe. I do workshop to get people on Twitter and believe me, but anyway.
I'm doing one in August.
Where?
Pleasanton Unified. I'm doing one for the district. I'm doing it more on. Remember, I think you were in the group that we did for Edcamp where we talked about organizing your online life. So I'm doing it on that. I'm doing it on that and how you can take Twitter and use and organize all those posts and things that you get. So
I just did a couple weeks ago. So I gave it and did a pretend chat. People that were following me started tweeting suggestions, and it was because I was like, how instant it is, and okay, I get it. So that's good.
It is really great. It's been the best for me professionally, just to link with so many what I call my Twitter rock stars, and I learned so much from just joining. And I found edcampHOME on Twitter.
Actually, I did too.
Yeah. You guys are all amazing, and I'm glad that we found each other on Twitter because that's true. And I meet people face to face, and I have a moment. That's pretty awesome.
It's a great feeling.
Yeah.
Someday maybe we'll all bump into each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's nice to actually meet people face to face when you've already met them on Twitter, because you feel, even though you've technically never talked to them face to face, I mean, you feel like you already kind of know them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now I understand why everybody says how Edcamp is such a special experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I met someone. I was doing a Twitter workshop, and I was talking about gentleman Greg that I had to go meet him, and like, oh, I'm here, and I went, oh my gosh, I had to go in a bit because like Travis, you're saying I already know you. I just haven't met you.
Yeah.
But it's pretty awesome. A class group of teachers were like, okay, hey, you're like, I understand, trust me.
I just went to Q. Oh, sorry. I just went to
go
Q.
ahead.
I just went to Q Rockstar, and it was the same thing. It was like all of these people that like I worship and follow all the time, and they were all there in one place.
It's wonderful.
Casey's joining us. Wow, we're all night if we keep this up.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and sign out, and it was a great time to be in the session with you.
Yes, thank you guys.
It's an awesome job. Okay, thank you.
Hey, you guys have a good night. I'll email you all and
yes,
and
on Twitter.
And all on Twitter, absolutely.
Okay, bye.
Thanks, Danessa, for organizing this.
Thank
you. No problem. I'm glad you ate it, Travis.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Tina.